This is so much better. Hey guys, thanks for waiting for me. It is 12:07 in the Pacific. So thank you so much. Hi, Karen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm having this thing with my computer where it, like, I turn it on and then it says, you don't know, like, oh, you don't remember your password. And I'm like, I didn't even get a chance to put my password in. I don't know what it's doing. So I have to go through this whole thing. And it's happened already in the last week, like 5 times. And it just happened again. It happened last night in between times where I was like, maybe I'll restart it and see if that works. And I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on with the sound. Hopefully you guys can hear me now, and that's all good. Okay, cool. So what happened so I'm going to recap real quick, yesterday and, get into that for a second. Now, don't you think this is better light than yesterday with that orange? Like, to me, that was just like way too, that I had never used it before. And, I'm going to show you real quick what we're working with here, because I can do this really easily. No, you be a good boy. What? What is it? Come here. Come here. Whoops. What are you doing? Anyway, I don't know what he just got started with, but that's my new light. And it gets really, really bright. It's super cool. Don't pay attention to him. And anyway, last night I had on the what? Hold on. What is it, babe? Why don't you come lay on the couch by me? Oh, and why don't I trip? Holding the biggest, heaviest kitty with the corn on ever. Oh. And Avo. Come here. Lay down. You have a whole couch right here. He's so big. Anyway, so I got this light and it comes with this, like, it's supposed to be this natural orange filter thing. He just tweaked my back, holding him and tripping. Awesome. Yeah, he's huge. He eats like he's huge too. It's like whenever I saw people on Instagram yesterday, they're like, here's us and our 10 Burmese mountain dogs. And I was like, how do you feed one, let alone 10 Burmese mountain dogs that they're like 100 pounds each? This cat puts it back, man. He can eat. Huh, babe? Yeah. Seriously. Like, how do you feed these animals? They're so freaking, like, if I see a big dog, I'm like, that thing eats a lot. That thing eats a lot and it shits a lot. You know, just, I used to work in veterinary, so I'm highly aware. Anyway, animals. So anyway, yesterday I had on the yellow filter, and it's funny too because I took off, I had on the white filter because mostly I have on the white filter. The yellows or the orange, it's like this orange color. It's really nice, but it's just to have on. But I don't like really doing art with it unless I'm just drawing because it changes the color of stuff. So normally I have this white one. And I just got this like right before Thanksgiving, and then we didn't have power for a week. And then so it just like sat there. I'm like, this is sad. I got a big old light I can't use. And anyway, so then right before I came on live last night, I changed it to the yellow one. And then I went online and I was like, why am I orange? And I look super like oranged out. Everything did. And I was just like, oh, geez. The orange filter's cool just for chilling, you think? I don't know. It feels really really orange. So anyway, so I'm going to recap real quick, 5 minutes, 5 seconds in, what it is that we've got going on and what happened yesterday. So yesterday had some technical, it's 12/13 on 12/13 and it's my birthday. We see? Check it out. Work with me. That's fun. Oh, I'm supposed to take a picture of myself? My guards are always like, take a picture of yourself. Oh, that's dirty. Oh my goodness. It's my birthday. Such a twerk. So I'm also want to wait. I'm hoping that more people will show up. I'm thinking maybe the reason why everything happens, the way that it did, and we didn't get to that is very true. And we didn't get to the meditation. I really think I changed my breath a little bit. Was just because it took me an extra like 30 minutes to get on yesterday, because my new camera, I think that's too loud. My new camera, the audio wasn't picking up, and because it's a new camera too, I didn't know what the problem was, why it was doing what it was doing. It was really frustrating. That's when you ride that line of maybe I shouldn't do this today and just give up, and just move on with my life. And then you're like, no, I'm figuring this out. So anyway, finally got on last night, and then I did a nice long Tarot and Oracle card pull with cartomancy at the end. That was really cool. Willow was like, what about this? And I'm like, I don't know. Hadn't heard about that. Let's look into that. Let's start something new. And then the first cards I pull up are exactly what she just asked me. I was like, well, there we go. I literally can't make that shit up. So that's really cool. That is at kind of the beginning of video 2 before I get into doing individual 1-card pulls for people. And then after we did all that, I had been online for about 5 hours or 5.5, 6, close to 6 hours or something like that. I was starving. I really didn't eat very much to begin with. And after I cooked and ate, it was like 7:30 and I was so tired, and I just felt like I just can't hear myself talk anymore. I don't want to do a voice thing. I don't want to speak. And doing a guided astral meditation, it's all talk. So after so many hours of straight talking and channeling and psychic reading and all that stuff, I was done. So got guided to postpone it to today, that we would be, firmly in our Stargate, a little bit more grounded, even a little bit more rested than late last night, process the information for those of us who were there last night. And then, just get right into the meditation. However, then last night, as things were going on and I was setting things up for today, and then in the middle of the night when I woke up at like 3 a.m, I was guided to go ahead and do a 1-card pull for if we get this many people. I'm really hoping that more show up, but I don't know what it is. It's so hard to get people here to like anything, but whatever. To do 1-card pulls for the people who are here if they want them. So we'll just hang out here for just a bit, see if other people show up or whoever's here. If you want to chime in, if you want a 1-card pull, I do that with the Shadowscapes tarot, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. How is the rest of your day? I didn't hear back from you last night. I figured maybe you, Karen, just passed out, because I texted you and I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm way too tired, not coming back. You would like another card? Okay, since you're the only one here and we're waiting, why not? Oh man. This cat. You gotta see this. Hi, love bug. Okay. You were dog tired? Yeah. And I'm gonna turn this light down just a little bit. It feels still too watch. Look at how bright it gets. It gets so bright. Like it doesn't need it's just it's pretty wild how intense this light is. Yeah, he's pretty big. Well, he really wants to be, not inside, and obviously he needs to wait until he's totally healed. And so he's not the happiest, but so he'll get like the pissiest, like he'll look out the window and just like this really pissy look on his face. Like, damn it. I'll be like, babe, and he's like, his pissed off face is so adorable. It's also really scary. So we have the he's pretty weird. He is. He's such a lovey. He's a good boy. Okay, so our shadowscapes. Whoops. Yeah, my back is like, it's my upper back, thank goodness. Last week, I did it to my lower back. And my back was tweaked for like 3 days. Normally, like back in the day, if I would have done that, I would have been out of commission for like 2 months. But I was able to heal myself pretty quick. I just sprained my back pretty badly. What did I do? I slipped on. I'm like, now I don't remember what it was that I did. Oh, the water. I picked up water and I went like 2 gallons of water at the same time that were wrapped up in plastic. And I went to go up into I can carry like a 6-pack, but so it wasn't the weight of it. It was like the way I moved, and then the chair got in the way and it kind of bounced me back, and just the displacement of weight and everything. Just, I felt it. I felt this like wraparound thing around my back. It's like, and then when you sprain your back, that's what it feels like. It's pretty messed up. And immediately I was just like, oh, and I just dropped water. I was like, oh, I did a bad thing. I did a really bad thing. I knew I did. And I did. And it took me a couple days to get past that. But right now, when I picked him up, I tripped on this stupid little basket there. And I guess it moved. I'm kind of like a blind person. Like, if something is in a space that it's not normally at, I will totally like trip over it, bump into it. Like, it's like, that's not usually there. It could be off by an inch and it'll just wreck my world. And I felt this like, it's like, I don't usually get it in the upper back quite. It feels like that. Hope it doesn't turn into anything. It's not fun when your back is out of whack. Not at all. Okay, this is sufficiently shuffled. I'm straightening it out here, and I'm going to pull a card. Oh, it's 12/22. Now look at it. You see that? Oh, that's weird. Do you see that? Oh, that was weird. 12:22. I was like, oh, I got to make sure my ringer's off. And I see all these twos. Okay, so 12:30, 23, 1, 2, 3. Great time to pull a card. Okay, what do we got? 3 of Pentacles. I love this card. There's, I think, one chameleon. Chameleons make an appearance in this deck a couple of times. So there's a chameleon right there. And we have the 3 Pentacles. Well, the first thing that's coming up for me here is like really spending a lot of time, if not like in like regular meditation, it's like kind of daydreamy meditation. And thinking and connecting with spirit guides. I guess you've been, I'm hearing connecting or talking more with, connecting more with your mother who's crossed over. Which, full disclosure, I know this. I've known this for a while, but I'm getting that recently you've been like, you're always, you know, like you're always kind of connected, but you're not always engaged, I guess I should say is the best way to put it. So you've been engaging more. Yeah. Okay. What's happening here? So that's what I'm seeing. I'm feeling this energy about you specifically, like just in general, you connecting with your spirit guides, but right now you're really feeling that connection with your mother and talking with her and being guided by her. Yeah. Okay. So, so keep it up. It's going great. Keep it up. Are you feeling like you're, like it's helping and you're kind of at peace more, or you just kind of feel more at ease? Yeah. Okay, good. They're just showing me you feeling more peaceful, like not like more grounded in your body, not so anxious. Not that you're a pretty chill person, but just more peaceful. Granted, there were things that came to a close and now things are more stable too. So that has a lot to do with it as well. But even through that, they're saying, you know, this is how you got, you know, there. You started just more and more and more through that process, having faith, connecting, trusting, talking either out loud or in your head, stuff like that. And that was, of course, very helpful through the process that you had to go through or went through. And it was successful, as we know. So, so that's a testament to the process, right? And what you went through. I'm doing and saying stuff that I wouldn't normally say or do in a good way. There you go. Exactly. That's exactly right. Because when you're like, when you've gone through a few of these trials and tribulations and tests of your faith, I guess, and it's not put there to do that, but it ends up doing that. It really, and it's I don't even really like that phrase, but you are tested in different ways of how you're going to manage your your energy and your spirit and your body and all that when you're going through challenges. I mean, it just is what you tested. Kind of feel tested a lot, you know, like with the way people are, react, or the way they speak, and what it evokes in you, and or how you're triggered, and what pisses you off, and how, especially if it's emotionally close to you, personal stuff, and it means a lot, you know. So it can be one of those things. You've been guided for sure and asked for spiritual help. Yeah. And so what's really cool when I tell people a lot is ask and you shall receive. You ask for, you ask questions, and you ask for help, and you ask for guidance, and you ask for protection, and you ask for connection, and you're sincerely putting in the energy to do that. You're going to get results, because they're literally just waiting to help you, waiting for you to pick up the line and ask and receive and do all that. That's why we do these meditations about that, so we can break through these walls and get more information and more, and just, it's just like, you know, climbing up the steps. Each time you climb up another step, you just get a better signal. It's all about a better signal, and it's a never ending set of stairs too. So it's not like, oh, I'm going to get to the top. It's like, no, you're not. Not in these bodies anyway. I mean, there have been, of course, individuals who have known to go through enlightenment and transcendence and all that. Honestly, all the information I ever get about that is that it's bullshit. And nobody really ever did it. They just got super zen. They're super spiritual, super light filled, just nothing like, but they didn't just, you know, there's like a lot of kind of fairy tale stuff to that. There isn't ever you just evaporate from your body because you've come to some awakening level that you don't, it's not the way it works. We're in our bodies until we die. We do die eventually. Every single one of us in a body eventually dies. So, so therefore, it's a never ending staircase. We just keep going higher and higher. And the more we tune in, the better we, you know, and just we'll jump, we'll leap, we'll go, and we'll be like, damn, even like last month, I wasn't feeling this or doing this or had this perspective or aware of stuff and seeing things. And I mean, people have this like, I want to see, I want to feel, like I know things are there, but it's like, I wish it was this type of reality where you could see certain things. And I'm like, well, it actually is. You just haven't gotten there yet. And that's okay too. The fact that you want it to be means that it'll happen, but you just have to go with the process. So, oh, that's so sweet. Keep remembering things that I said. I'm glad that I helped. I'm here to help. I'm here to make the journey a little bit easier. But okay, so that's like the first impressions that I started getting. It was actually like quite literally like you sitting in a room, and that, like, if you ever been to Disneyland and you go to the haunted house and there's like the floaty ghosts just kind of floating around everywhere. That's kind of the picture that I got. And you're just kind of like with them, you know, you're just sitting there on the floor and they're just all floating around you. You're playing your kalimba, you're having your conversations, and there's just like talking about the future and putting together dots from the past and kind of weaving together things in your mind and stuff like that. So that's the initial picture that I got of you when I looked at this card, and that's what they showed me. So that was really cool. Yeah, that's what it feels like to you too. That's cool. That's what it feels like to me when I'm, you know, when I'm around. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, I know you're around here floating, like you're just floating around here. And it's comforting, isn't it? it's really comforting. Like when we talk about like, oh, they're there with you. It's not, you know, bullshit, you know, smoke up your butt just to make you feel better. It's like, no, they're really there with you. They're there. We're, you know, they're with you. It's a real thing. It's just, we have, until we don't, we have such, you know, the curtain pulled over that we have no perception of, or, you know, the connection there, or not no, but not enough, you know, like for me during my sleep state, most of my life, like I felt very impressed upon a lot of times. A lot of times I challenged, I was like, really? I shouldn't do that because of that? All right, I'm going to go do that and see if that's what exactly happens, because I kind of need to know if what I'm getting is actually a thing. Like it was the only way for me to figure it out. So I don't do that anymore. Let me just make that clear. I don't advise you to go against your guides. I advise you to go with what your guides say. They're always in your best interest. They're always, you know, got your, you know, highest possible timeline that they're trying you to get your rails on. And you can be like, yeah, but no, I'm going to do this instead. I mean, we see a world full of that. So, but I don't advise you to do that. I advise you to be like, oh, I shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I should stay right here and not move and keep my mouth shut. Okay, I'm going to stay right here and move. You know what I mean? Like just do what you're good. I had a thing growing up where it was just this constant need to test it. I was curious. Like, would it actually happen the way I'm getting the information that it would happen if I did a particular thing? If I didn't do that particular thing, I wouldn't know. So I would be like, you know, sometimes I don't even, it was just about the experiment. It wasn't necessarily about being defiant. It was about the experiment. Like, oh yeah. So, hey, no, that we do that after. I'm doing 1 card readings for people, and then we're gonna do the guided. So no, and welcome. Hello, my glittery goddess. I've got your smudges right over there. I know. I'm so excited to see you. We're here with somebody anonymous that has not checked in. I don't know who it is. Oh, you know what? Nope, it's not me. I checked. No, that was yesterday. So, and then this is Karen here, Spirit Incarnate. And now you. Hey, I'm going to take this time. I'm going to take a moment here to give you a little plug, my dear. Let me show your smudges that I got from you the other day. They smell really, really good. Look at how pretty these are, you guys. I haven't burned them yet. I have a problem with burning smudges that are really pretty. I will though. I will. But they smell really, really good. And she sent me these. I got them last week, right? Yeah, got them last week. So they're sitting right here. And every time I walk by, I smell them and they smell divine. So I encourage anybody to input your information there in the chat for anybody who may watch this later. It turns out a lot of times, on my lives, like I'll have like anywhere between like 2 and 7, 8 people so far. Like I don't have a large audience showing up. And then like after I'm live, then people watch the videos for whatever reason. So people will watch. So go ahead and put in your information. If anybody, she already was asking, how does she get those smudges? So go ahead and put in your information so people can contact you and get your smudges. Okay, so we were just going over this card. Come on. The 3 of Pentacles. It's focused on me. There we go. The 3 of Pentacles. for Karen. And we got all this information about this validation. I just got this image of her just spending time with her mother who's crossed over and all her guides, and she's just, you know, in that space and all that. So to wrap it up, Karen, you are just being guided to, like we said, keep it up, keep doing what you're doing, do it more. We talked yesterday, so to piggyback on what we got for the information for you yesterday was about getting into that creative space with your art, with like painting and stuff like that. So so combining those two. There you go. And let's see if there's yes. So let me grab the book real quick. We're going to read about the Three of Pentacles. This is going to be information for you and just everybody in general. So Three of Pentacles would be the Three of Earth. Ooh, almost right to it. Three of Earth, and I'm going to be reading once again from the Angel Tarot. Okay, so the Three of Earth is a card of great craftsmanship. Our work is impeccable and of such high quality that we receive awards for it and are offered promotions. This is a card of immense creativity, the kind we exhibit when we're following our passions. So real quick, I'm even like, have you been thinking about not only just kind of like going with your flow with the kalimba, but actually like learning to play music or writing songs or anything like that you can go and play again? And I'm sorry, I haven't listened to your video. I was just like dead. I didn't listen to your song that you sent me yet. I'm sorry. But if you've been thinking about doing stuff like that, okay, because that's what I'm getting when it's talking about this right now, like this passion stuff. Like, I think that you doing like painting art stuff will help with you too, but you're really feeling this music thing with the kalimba, and which makes me so happy. And so yeah, so that's what this was talking about here. Immense creativity, the kind we exhibit when we're following our passions. With great practice and determination, we can sail to the top of our profession. So if you wanted to practice and learn to read music, learn to write music, you know, like the music note stuff, like that's what I'm talking about, you could absolutely certainly do that. And you know, go from there, expand it or whatever. I'm really interested in learning more. Yeah. So that's what this is talking about. The Three of Earth is also represents outstanding teamwork or recognition for our contribution to a group effort. Symbolism. Three fairies work together to create a beautiful project. Each is of a different race to emphasize the power of diversity in any group effort. The fairies are putting the finishing touches on a mechanical butterfly. This is talking about the card in this one, obviously. This is a remarkable accomplishment that took both creativity and precision. Since butterflies represent evolution, the image signifies that we've taken responsibility for creating, that they've taken responsibility for creating their own growth through their hard work. There are 3 golden coins in the wings of the butterfly. So those are your 3 pentacles, showing that all of the fairies are rewarded for their particular contribution. The scene takes place with green and bountiful valley. The Three of Earth shows that our efforts are being placed in fertile soil. So anything you're going to put your energy into, especially if you're passionate about it, you're creative about it, makes you feel really good. We were talking about, like, when I play the kalimba, it's so soothing and it feels so good. The animals love it. And when you find something that feels so great and you're creative at the same time, you're creating this beautiful music, you're just like, oh my God. So you can really, if you put your energy into that, you could really, you know, that could really be a part of your life that's really meaningful. Whatever that means, you know, whatever that means to you, whatever that, you know, are you going to be a world famous Kalimba player? You're going to be a world renowned Kalimba player? It's not exactly what we're saying. We're saying that you're going to create frequencies and vibration and music and put stuff new into the universe that's going to make you feel good and other souls feel good on whatever level that might be. You can start a YouTube channel. I mean, there's, as you've seen on YouTube, there's Kalimba channels that are very popular. People are, you know, listening to their music. So you could do whatever you want, you know, so, but you're definitely being guided to these thoughts that have been coming to you about that, to put them into action is basically what we're getting at, because that's something that you can do, and it's going to be, you're going to be rewarded for it on different levels. This card is number 67, which speaks to us about our success at home and work. You followed our guidance and have remained true to our path. The number 67 reduces to a 4, and we're called upon to ask our angels for assistance whenever we feel the need. So again, this is something that you've been doing. You're like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I called upon my guides, my mother who crossed over, my angels. You know, you're connected to all them. They're always there with you. You've been doing this, and you've reached a new level where you're like, it's coming. Here's what it is. It's not something that you're like, oh, it takes a certain level for you to be reminded to get there. You're just kind of in a state of always there now. Is that ringing true? Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Willow. Thank you. I was hoping you would show up, lady. We're doing another card for Karen since we were waiting for people to show up. And I'm going to do 4 cards today before we do the meditation. Okay, good. So validated there that you've reached that. Aw, thank you so much. All those cute hearts. That you've reached this point. It's really cool once you've reached that point. Once you reach the point where you realize, oh, I'm not talking shit to myself. You know how we kind of do, just because that's the way a lot of people just kind of learn to be, like, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I shouldn't, like, we just talk down to ourselves. Once you realize, I'm not doing that anymore. Wow. You know, like, once I realized I would never talk to anybody like the way that I do an internal dialogue with myself all effing day. This is the way it used to be. I realized, God, it's horrible. No wonder why my energy is shit. I'm just shit talking myself all the time. I gotta stop doing that. And when I would do it, I would catch myself doing it. And then pretty soon, I just didn't do it anymore. I just didn't do it anymore. And if I do it now, I'm like, well, anybody could trip. Like, that's not, doesn't qualify as being a dumb idiot. You know what I mean? So, you're so funny. So yeah, and it's the same thing with getting into the habit of just always being connected and talking with your guides, right? And not having to get to a point where you're just like, okay, I just need to calm down and connect with my guides, and you know what I mean, and meditate and go up to come down. You know, you're just kind of always riding this plane. So that's great that you're there and you're being validated for that. So basically what they're saying here is you're being recognized for your spiritual evolution and your efforts. And from, if you think about where you were a year ago or 2 years ago, and where you are now, and all that you've learned and accomplished and figured out and are doing differently, and, you know, et cetera, why do you choose to go the hard way? That's the hard way, Lovey. Go this way. Okay, don't go at all. Oh, you want to clean? He can't clean his butt. It's sad. I'm going to have to do that for you later. He's got a poofy butt, and he hasn't been able to get to it. You do have poops on there, don't you? His face. He's like, don't talk about it. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically it. You're being validated for all of your hard work and efforts and what you've done, you know, on a spiritual level. You keeping the faith and letting things go and talking to yourself in a positive way and doing the things and investing in yourself and getting the crystals and getting the, you know, spending the time, whatever you're doing, you're researching, you're getting into alchemy. They're showing me symbols. You want to learn symbols and alchemy and all this stuff. And this cat, I'm sorry, he's just funny. So let me see if there's anything else, you guys. And it's good. They're saying it's good that you're not, that you're in a state of just waiting to see how things go about bringing another animal into your life. You're not like rushing around or anything like that. And you're just processing kind of the happenings and all that stuff. And that's a good thing too, that you're doing that. And they're just showing me kind of like overall the vibe is good. They are kind of telling me to do, speaking of smudges, have you been smudging? Have you been doing saging? Because they're showing me that needs to be done on a more frequent basis. And have you done the salt thing? They're asking if you've done the salt thing. Okay, so they're reminding you about that. You need to sage more. You need. Okay, well, yeah, do it. You got to do it. You really, really need to do it. Mark your calendar, any of that stuff, because that's what they're talking about. Is they're showing me that they're showing me you doing it, but it's in the future that you have not yet done it, but that it to make it a priority, and that you should be doing this often. Just because of where you live and the box that you're in around people sharing walls with you and everything. Anybody who's watching this who lives in an apartment building, you share walls with people, or you have roommates, you have really close quarters with other human beings and their energy. It's extremely important to keep your field clear of energy, and smudging is fantastic for that. So get your sage smudges, get them from Glittery Goddess. She sells them super cheap and she sends them right to your door. Get your Palo Santo and then light that afterwards as well. So that'll bring in a lot of really good vibes and energy with Palo Santo. And then to recap with the salt, that came up when I did the healing on Roxy. You can get like 5 to 10 pounds of Himalayan rock salt on eBay or Amazon really cheap. I suggest you do it that way. Just make sure it's real Himalayan rock salt. And you can just put it on the windowsills. It looks beautiful. It helps to cycle through. It's really great as an odor deodorizer. It cycles through negative energy. If you put it through on like around your windowsills, it keeps negative energy, kind of creates a barrier kind of thing. So do that. So those two things are definitely good for you to do. And they're just saying that you're being guided to do that. Don't forget. Don't forget. Here's the thing. The negative energy that's around you, not just you, everybody, the negative energy that's around you is causing causing a negative charge and interference in your space that shouldn't be there. It should be more filtered, and it can very much easily be that way. You can also tell when you light your sage. If you light your sage, let me light this sage right here. I'll show you guys real quick. if you light your sage and you have a really tight plume of smoke that comes up, it's really, really, really super tight. There's more dense energy in the air. And if it's like poof and just kind of going out like this, you know that there isn't a lot of dense energy in the air. So there you go. So I will just light my stage, just blast it a little bit, but I'm just whenever. It's whenever, but you definitely want to set your calendar for like new moon and full moon. That guarantees you're doing it twice a month. Ooh. See how it's like, oh, can you guys see? It's kind of hard to see it. But we got kind of we got a good fat. I've done it before. I've seen the difference. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's too bright in here, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Then you get your Palo Santo. So get your Palo Santo. I just kind of keep a bowl here and I just use my torch and I'll just light them both at the same time too. As traditionally you do sage and then Palo Santo. Once a month, I would say it's a really good idea. Open up all the windows, get that bad boy going really, really strong, get it real nice and smoky, and just go through your entire house and just really kind of have the intention of clearing your space really, really well. And that'll feel even better in your space. Your receiving abilities to connect and all that will be better. Just the overall vibe. And now that you got 2 people back in the home, it is mandatory that you guys do this. Have Adrian do this in his room as well, on a regular schedule. It's really important for him to do that, and all that good stuff. So yeah. I should make a meme about how the bundles burn. Okay, you're right. I should. Yeah, because it is a thing, and I have normally, like when I light it, I'm just like, I kind of wait to see like, what are we going to see? Because it always feels pretty good in here. But I have seen them where they're just like super tight. And as it burns more, it'll start to dissipate, especially if you take your bundle and you kind of, you know, go around and just really open things up and all that good stuff. Okay. So there we go. That is I think we went through the whole thing. Oh no, almost done here. The 3 of Earth is, or the 3 of Pentacles is associated with Mars and Capricorn. Mars is a fiery energy that wants to accomplish great things. Capricorn is a sign that's also focused on doing a good job and is often concerned with the legacy it may leave behind. This pairing fits perfectly with this card's emphasis on unparalleled creative work. And what have we talked about? We've talked about the keys to create when you're creative, whether it's making bundles or making music or drawing or painting or any of this stuff. It's creative force energy, and it just brings more positive creative force into the collective. That's what people don't understand. Like, even if you're creating and even if nobody ever sees it, it's still that energetic creative force that's being put into the universe. And when you focus on that and then you do share it, it's always great to share it with people. When you do share it, it inspires other people, and it just goes and goes and goes and grows and grows, and it's just really really quite amazing. And that also speaks to being connected with the abundance matrix, having that deep connection with that source energy. That's what the abundance matrix is. It's the connection. It's kind of like, if you think about like Gaia being like wired in a way, and when that's like turned on, it's directly related to our galactic center source, Mother, Father, God energy, that creative force energy that everything has come from. And so she's like, boom, like online there. And that's what's been happening. And more of us are integrating with that. And it's super powerful creative force energy in different ways. And it'll shift and change for all of us. We'll get into different passions about different things all of the time. So we're constantly channeling in creative energy and ideas and all that, you know? So when we get inspired, we get ideas, when all of a sudden we're like, ooh, I want to do that, or where did that come from? I don't know, but this is what it is, you know, like we're tapping in. It's really, really fun. Really cool. It feels fantastic. Okay, guys. So okay, so it looks like we have 4 people here. Would somebody else like a card? You do these in-depth 1-card readings. Because if I was to do like multiple cards for people, we would be here till eternity. So, so there we go. I really think I tweaked my back with my cat. LOL. Yep. No LOL. You're so funny. No cards for you. You got enough last night. How are we feeling today, Miss Willow? We were all baked and tired after yesterday. Did you sleep well? I slept, what time? I went to bed. I went to bed, I think around 10, and I woke up right around 3. And then I went back to bed around 7:30 and woke up around 10:30. It's kind of one of those things. I slept and got back up at 3. That's hilarious. We did the exact same thing. That's funny. But then I was like, oh, I'm so tired, and it was hard to get up at 10:30. My cat kept wanting in and out, in and out, in and out of my bedroom window to the point where I was just like, no. After the 3rd time of making me get up, I was like, anyway, that is hilarious. I did the exact same thing. Okay, so my dear, looks like we're gonna pull a card for our glittery goddess. So this will be just information, whatever may come up for you right now, information that you need to know about, help you with the Stargate or just validation, whatever. It can be different things. You just never know what's going to come up, what your guides want you to know. They give me pictures and stuff. So you got to, open up, let them, we'll connect, whatever. You're welcome. Cards are fun. Cards are so much fun. Okay. You can't see this, unfortunately. I'm just going to slide them all out and pick a card. All right, here we go. We got the 8 of Wands. Oh, this is a beautiful card. All these cards are beautiful. Come on. Why won't you focus? I'm sorry, guys. Let me turn the light down. I think we're having a hard time here. There we go. You see that? These cards are kind of hard to make out because there's so much going on. We got a fox there. We got a couple of foxes. That's what I'm looking at that right off. We got the moon. It's very airy. If you want to take a close look at it, you could do a Google search for Shadowscapes Tarot, and you have the Eight of Wands here. So Eight of Wands is and I'm reading from the Angel Tarot book. So again, it's a little bit different the way that's done, but it's considered fire. So wands being wood, being fire. And we've got the Eight of Wands. Okay. This card can be summed up with 3 words: busy, busy, busy. When the Eight of Fire card is drawn, or the Eight of Wands, it often reflects someone who's filled to the brim with things to do. It can also indicate a person who things have been very quiet and who's about to see an end to slow times. Well, what I'm seeing about this with you, my dear, is on what they're showing me, like on one side, you've been busy with in your life, like maybe like, and then on the other side, not so much. And that's going to be balanced out a little bit. And, filtering out, they're just showing me kind of like thinning out of this clutter. They're like, you're just big on like, I've got to cut some fat from my life. What you're just starting to see, like certain people that may take up a lot of your time, that you're like, I love them, but I see I'm kind of getting this, and I'm gonna cut some ties, pull back. So you're being validated with that. You're gonna just trim in some fat. They're just saying you just really need to focus on that for the Stargate. That's your really, like, it's something you've been thinking about. You've been like, when's the balance gonna come? When am I going to be kind of motivated to do this stuff, to declutter, to trim the fat, to pull back from certain people, be kind of strong enough to get this done, to be like, oh, okay, here we go. Cut the fat. Yeah. Yeah. The fathead narcissist, and my lessons and my part. You're accountable. Sure you are. Absolutely. Well, it's good that you know that, because we all kind of go through those, I call it's kind of part of the hermit stage, where just kind of like, I'm seeing what needs to change, but I'm not yet ready with the energy to do it. And in the meantime, I'm continuing to get information and validating what it is I actually know and need to do, and what's right, and who am I now, and all that crazy shit anyway. And I'm tired. I'm figuring this stuff out. It's taking up a lot of resources in my life. So you kind of wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, good. So, oh, you did. Okay. So it's like, okay, now it's like, now what? And now we got to, clean up, like, let the dust is settling. We got to clean up like what's going on, get things like, move the furniture around kind of thing, and get things going in a way where like it's a new thing. They're showing that you're so excited for this new year that you're just like, you cannot wait. So stay in the moment. And yes, waiting and healing. Good. That's really great. We talked yesterday. That's perfect. You're very excited. They're showing me that. Like, if New Year's was tomorrow, it couldn't come any sooner for you. Like, streamers are up. You got the things ready to go. Like, where some other people are like, slow down, let us like catch up to this end of the year. You're like, I could just get on with this right now. Can we just get on with this? Oh, that's hilarious. What they're showing me, but it's great. It's great that you're that motivated for that. But just, they're saying, just try to stay in the moment and just get through the stuff that needs to happen for these next just couple weeks, and until everything, Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll be better. You will do better. Everything will be better. Yesterday, the big themes for our Stargate was balance and abundance. It was just this balance and abundance in many different ways, not just, financially, but abundance in creativity, abundance in spirituality, abundance in connectedness, and in reaching out and just all sorts of stuff. It was so great. It was just like, if I had $1 for every time I said abundance yesterday or abundant, it was just every single card it was amazing. And that has to do again with being the abundance matrix, being online, connecting to it, feeling that you're feeling. Also, they're showing me very creative. You love doing the stuff like your smudges, new ideas, new goals. Yeah, they're showing me that you're in more so than like drawing or painting or music. You're into making stuff, like cute, crafty stuff, like stuff you can maybe hang on your walls that, say cute things or have like whatever. Have you been into any of that stuff? Like they're showing me like maybe online looking at things like that you can do. Yeah. And so you're really guided and pushed to do that. Like, go for it. Whatever it is that you're into making and getting into and learning how to do that and turning that into like having an Etsy store and, selling stuff and really making it something, because they're showing me that you're, are you thinking of like doing different stuff with smudges or hanging things or like dried flowers, like combining kind of like, that nature herbalist kind of thing with like fairy things like that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So definitely get into that. They're showing me all this kind of stuff. I'm thinking, say it again. Oh, are you thinking of creating different types of things like in the realm of smudges, but different, like with your sage and dried flowers, like stuff that might hang or have crystals and dangly things, but that are in the realm of like kind of an offshoot from smudges, but they're different than that. Yeah. Unique things, pretty Gaia related things that people can buy and have in their homes and in their offices and their spaces that smells good, feels good, is good positive energy. Not necessarily to burn some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff. Also creating Reiki videos on YouTube and yes, but not so much. Okay, well, they're showing me that there's been different things that you've been thinking about making and creating in the lane of like sage stuff. And I just keep going back to that because that's just kind of like what I know, but that there's other things that you've been interested in making. And just kind of keep seeing these like round things that hang that are made of sage and roses and things like that. Like wind chimes, but different. Yeah, something like that. Okay, and then Reiki healing meditations. Have you been thinking about doing a podcast with them? because that might be something to do. Something I'm supposed to be doing too. For your meditations, for your Reiki meditations. I'm seeing some kind of like bundle thing where you have like bundles. Maybe you're scared. Well, it's a thing. It's a good way to get your, more so than the YouTube actually. I didn't. You're getting over yourself to get started. Yeah. Well, the cool thing with doing a podcast, it's just your voice. You know, you're not on video or anything unless you want it, unless you're doing a video podcast as well, which is what I'm going to be doing. And I did get to answer your question. I haven't even done anything with this either, but I got, and I think this will work because I wanted something that I could actually, oh, maybe not this time, but maybe next time. I actually forgot that I got these, but I got these. They're kind of like they're gaming ones, but they have this microphone thing, and I got them so I can do. Hello, so I could do the meditations, and you know, be able to move around and be heard, because there's been a couple meditations that I've done like this, and I hope that that's not a problem where it's really actually not easy to hear me. Can you guys hear me okay today, by the way? I'm hoping that this audio is actually better with the new camera that I got. Yeah, so they just showed me as soon as I saw the thing with you and the meditations and recording meditations that, and there is a, there is a, it's 114. If I can find, I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to when I do my meditations. Where is it? Okay, I'll find it and let you know about it. I'll put it in. The audio is perfect. Oh, good. I'll put it in the description if I, or I will, find it for you guys. But it's really cool. You can record your podcast directly on your phone. This program, this app, basically sends it out to all of the different places that you can have podcasts. You can record commercials for your podcast, so your podcast can get more commercial viability, and they have this whole thing that they have set up, and that's really, really cool. Actually, I just haven't. I looked into it, and it's just been something. It's just been a thing with podcasts, but actually, that is something that you can do that you don't have to, actually, if video isn't a part of what you're doing and it's just your voice, then that might be easier for you. I do suggest, try, see how it works with the audio just directly on your phone. You may want to get something better depending on what you have, and then, upload it. You can do it both ways. Yeah, look into that. And then other than that, you're being just guided to the couple things is that, kind of slow down, take a good inventory of what's been going on, really focus on you. I'm seeing that there's still kind of this romantic longing for that perfect person to show up, and you have gotten more patient about it, but there's still a little bit more of go in a little bit, like there has been lessons figured out in that regard, like the love area, men, love, all that stuff, relationships, who's supposed to be there, who's not supposed to be there, when they're supposed to be there, all that stuff. And they're saying that to look forward to 2020 of being I'm going to make it a point to make me, my spirituality, that's what I'm going to, that'll be me dating me in love with me dating me. like I'm taken, like I'm in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with me. I'm not really available out for people right now for romantic relationships, even though there's certain aspects that sounds really great. That's what we're getting here, is because you are a really passionate person, a really romantic, passionate person, they're showing me. And you like being in a relationship. You like having a man. You like sex. You like romance. You like sharing your life with somebody. You like all that stuff. You're good. You feel good in that space. But because of your nature to caretake, it's not really helped, because you're like dating your patients, and you figure that out, which is good. High five. Congratulations. You're being congratulated by your guides. Like, yeah, she's finally got it. She's picked men who, and I totally get this, because I talked about this recently. Like, I spent a long time picking the guys who I really wanted to help. I didn't even know I was a healer. I just was innately trying to heal them. This is what I did. And I couldn't help myself. I'd be like, oh, you wounded little beast. I'm going to pick you up and make you the man. We're going to be all great and happy together. And then, like, however much time would go by, they'd be like, thanks. And then go off into the sunset riding their new white horse with somebody else who didn't see them being the bundle of trash that you found them. And you're just like, oh, fuck me yet again. Yeah, I did like 6 or 7 years with the same person. Just kept going round and round and round and round. Just could not get out that ride, and I realize this now, because he's a soulmate. And when we get together with soulmates, they can really mess us around, because we're so deeply connected on a soul-based level, and we feel it so deeply that it's hard to break away from that, until we learn that it's actually not. It's actually not at all. It's really not. It's not hard to break away from that until we go through the processes, realize what we're doing first off, realize why we're doing it, and then get over it, figure out our own shit and why we're doing that, and then realize when we have the opportunity again, when that happens, that you're like, oh no, this is what's happening. I'm over it. You could be a soulmate, and I could have gone through who knows how many incarnations with you, and you're an amazing soul, and we're soul connected. But on a personality, human level, this is a thing that's a thing, and it's not supposed to be more than that. Like, we just have to figure this out. It can be very, very confusing, especially when we know we're connected in that way. Well, they will. I'm not saying that they go off being not toxic with other people. I'm just saying they go off a lot of times. You get all the red flag. Good. Yeah, I'm seeing that he is a soulmate, and we have multiple soulmates, and we, it's one of those things where it can be so, so connected on that spiritual level that it's hard to break away, really. So it's good that you've gone through all this, and you still got some wounds that you're licking. You're not totally ready healed. This is why you need to be dating yourself in 2020. This is why you're off the market, dating yourself into you. And like, they're showing me like you really need to, like, don't like if there's apps or dating apps or social media apps where you can interact with single guys and flirt and all that, you got to stop. Don't do it. Got to stop. None of it's really, really meaningful. And just focus on you and just go with that for now. And more processing out the relationship that we're talking about here, what you've been through there, certain hurts, resentments, wounds still need to, so you got some stuff still packed pretty tight in there that needs to be released, and it will, and you just got to process it out layer by layer. Good. Perfect. So yeah, don't bother with anything like that. Don't, just, yeah. Don't even start a dialogue with any, because, even on Instagram, like, I'll get guys that'll be like, hey, beautiful. And I'm like, really? That's not why I'm here. If you looked at my profile, you would see that. It's pretty obvious, like, how can I help you? And so a lot of times, like, I won't even respond. And it's just like, don't, I'm not saying to be rude, but don't give any of your energy to anything that's just meaningless. And like you said, if it's meaningless, yes. That's why I deleted my apps. Okay, good. So, okay, maybe they're showing me that you're validated in doing that. Sorry if I got it in reverse, but if you deleted your apps and you're not going there and you've learned that, you're validated in that you've done that and that you're doing that and that you're, realized, oh, this is just a distraction. This is just to make me feel good, to get some attention, to make me feel like I'm wanted and, all that stuff. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you're like, all right, I got it. It's a waste of my time now because it doesn't turn anything. So, yeah. So that's good. So you're on the right track. Just continue with the decluttering and the healing and the clearing of the inside and your home. And if you're thinking about cycling stuff around in your home, if you've been thinking, like they're showing me, like maybe you're thinking about getting a new couch or stuff like that, do it. If you get the opportunity to do it, just, kind of create a new environment for yourself. Spend the next couple of weeks changing things around to just kind of be like, this is really driving home a new atmosphere in your world. So good. That's good. So yeah, all that good stuff. So I think that's it. And as far as like business, homework, like works, like money stuff, just continue to go with where your passions are, and it will, like with the Reiki, with the meditation, with what you're going to create with that, and just creating, those things for yourself and other people, and it will pick up momentum. Good. I'm glad. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's see here. I guess that's it, you guys. Get these cards to go back in. All right. The only other thing that I'm being kind of shown to do before we get into meditation, you guys, is that we're going to pull one oracle card for the dragons. I was showing that a little bit ago. And thank you, hun. I'm glad that it was helpful and you got good messages for yourself. You're being really validated with everything and all your growth and everything that you've been doing. And it's just, you're a weirdo for wanting this to go faster. Like, she is just like spiritually, emotionally, like just ready to just like be done with this year and start so quickly. But yeah, that's cool. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm gonna do a dragon. We're gonna do a dragon. And got our dragon oracle here. We did not do dragons last night. That was the only thing today, was do a few up to 4, which can be a lot. So you can see I get in depth with my 1-card readings. I'm just not the type of person that's going to be like, well, if you want more, call me at 1-800, blah, 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 and keep you hanging. Like, that's shitty. Like, I'm going to give you all the information I'm getting for you right now. And if it takes 20 minutes, it takes 20 minutes. That's just how I see it. Okay. Anybody else's, I mean, aside from me tripping and maybe hurting myself with my cat, anybody else's body feeling pressure today? A little like tight? Do you guys feel that? Like, similar to when you're, not as bad, of course, but similar to when you go on a plane and you've got that like G-force thing going on. I feel this when we start Stargates. Always, when we begin and when we land in Stargates, I'm more tired. My body feels this pressure. Like I'm, and that's really what we're doing. Like Gaia is really lifting off and going up. That's what a Stargate is. She's moving. I don't think I gotta really explain this and do a video about this, because truly what that is, when we go through Stargates and all that, like, she's moving closer to the center of our universe. And if you see from different depictions or whatever things of where we were even 30 years ago, we're on like one of the outer tails of the Milky Way, and now we've like bumped up like a lot, and that's space. It's like huge. This is what happens every time. So it's just like, we don't notice it so much because our spaceship is so huge. We're not like strapped into a rocket, and we're not like, like we're like 3, 2, 1. But that's really what's going on. It started at the beginning of the month, especially this month. I started to feel it real early, but especially like maybe up to 2-3 days before the next day, this like tired pressure on your body, those G-forces really pushing on you. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's pretty intense. It can make you sore. Like your joints can hurt, your muscles can get like constricted from it because there's so much pressure. And as that pressure is pushing on us, and all the energies are kind of coming in depending on the different Stargates and what we're supposed to be activating and connecting to, depends on how we're releasing and receiving those energies too, and why we'll need to sleep a lot, and why we'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, all that stuff. So anyway, something to know about, think about. It just helps to be like, oh, it's not just me getting old, or me going on an extra long hike yesterday, or whatever the case may be. It's just like, no, there's more to how we feel. A lot of the time, there's more to how we feel than just how we feel, than just random craziness that our body is doing. Our body does a lot less random craziness than we think it does. We're just not in tune with what it's doing and why, or why it feels the way that it feels, Our crazy body, what is the crazy body doing? It's not a crazy body, it's us. I used to think my body was completely insane. Okay, here we go. Our card, the Dragon Fate Goddess Tiamat. You are stronger than you think. Oh, are we coming up here, Livy? Come on. Come on. I don't know why you pick the narrowest space to go through. Hi, Mina. The Dragon Fate Goddess Tiamat. You are stronger than you think. And this is great. This is great, great, great. Okay. What? What card is that? I can't tell if it's 13 or 15. Well, I'm gonna look here. I'll figure it out real quick. It looks like a 13, but I think it's 15. I was like, is this card number 13 on the 13th? Is it really? How cool is that? It's card number 15, though. Dragon Fate Goddess Tiamat. Oh, gosh. I definitely need my glasses. The type on this is so tiny. Look. It's teeny tiny. So, there we go. You are stronger than you think. This is a really powerful card. This is a great card to be going into the astral with. So, really empowering. Like feminine energy. I guess that's what we got going on here today. Okay, Tiamat says, I know who you are. I know the good of you, the multiplicity of you, and the incredible richness of you. I know what you have survived. I know what great lies have been told. I know how hard the path has been, how deep the despair, how savage the untruths. I am here to help you restore your own sense of glory, your own truth, your own shining self. The truth is that you are all things and all beings. You are magnificent, and truthfully, heaven is your mother, the earth is your mother, the sea is your mother, and the fire of creation is yours too. You are all these things: star being, dragon king, sea creature, earth dweller, and forest child. You are sea and salt and wood and stone, and you are grander and more magnificent than words and thoughts can tell you of. Know that these different parts of yourself naturally can dwell together, that there need be no war within, no conflict, no refusal to acknowledge all of who you are. I am here to tell you that soon you will come to understand the whole of who you are, that there is no evil or darkness within you, only instinct and truth, all of which is right and innocent. Grow and begin to feel more secure in the truth that who you are is a timeless, ageless, and has wisdom from far beyond this lifetime and far beyond this planet. The truth of who you are is beyond all of our imaginings, because you are vast, powerful, and wondrous. I, who am the mother of this earth, tell you so. And know you to be so. You are me. I am you. And your capacity to become who you truly are is now a possibility. Do not be frightened by the power you feel within you. Know that this power is to be used for good, to assist, to love, and to create. You are an amazing galactic being. I'm really trying hard not to be emotional. Like, really hard. You are an amazing. Okay, let me get it together, people. You are an amazing galactic being, an earthy, sensual being, a glorious body and soul entwined. I am here to let you know that you are eternal, beyond time, beyond space, beyond form. You are. I am here to show you that who you are is of value to us, of the stars, of the sea, of the land. We support you. And we love you always. I mean, seriously, guys. I really can't think of a better card for today. Truly. So here we go. About Tiamat, also known as Tiamat. In the beginning, there was one being. She was all things and nothing. She was the creator of all and yet known by no one. She was alone, and yet without her, we would have no existence. She is Tiamat, a being who is at once galactic, crystalline, merciful, and dragon fae. She is the ancient primordial mother of us all, known to the Sumerians as the mother whose body formed the earth and the galaxies. Her story is one of a female all-powerful light mother who survived the attempt to destroy her. She is Atlantean, galactic, and angelic in form, and her understanding and ancient wisdom is profound. Tiamat is truly a being from beyond the stars. Her energy is beyond that of individualized energy. And when we have this card show up in our lives, we know we are being connected with her in profound, radiating ways. Let me tell you guys, when you connect with this energy, the Gaia energy, this goddess energy, this from the beginning energy, it is so unbelievably powerful. She is here to remind us of our very nature, the roots of our existence, the atoms of our being. Through her all beingness, she shows us the real possibility of unity. And through her survival and her destruction, she shows us that we are indeed eternal and that life is cyclic. Hard time with that word. She is associated with a galactic empire known as Arcadia, a Sumerian dynasty of 2500 BCE. The Arcadians greatly venerated and respected Tiamat. Her energy can be almost overwhelming. Yeah, she brings me to tears quite often. Her energy can be almost overwhelming, but she is such a strong, super protective mother being that she knows that any seemingly destruction we experience can be recreated. Thus, she is especially significant during this time of climactic earth change. She brought to this beautiful planet the knowledge of building pyramids and zigguats. She was said to have been sacrificed upon a ziggurat during the battle to take her tablets of death, to take from her the tablets of destinies. But this was truly the place of her reformation and recreation. So divinatory meanings, when we get her showing up here, the knowledge of the eternal nature of the soul. Be aware of your own soul's journey through time and space. Be aware that you are made up of galactic star material, earthly materials of the ocean and of fire. A time when others say things about you that are not only untrue, they are inspired by their own fear. Soon you will have recognition and a kind of rebirth. You will realize that you are a strong warrior, a being whose spirit can never be vanquished. Just as your complexity and brilliance can never be fully captured in words or images, go on and recreate your life from this ending that seems hard to bear. What you go on to create will have beauty, genius, wisdom, and grace in it. You may face challenges in finding a home, or construction or dwelling may not be going to plan. Build on and know that your plans will reach fruition for generations to come. Astrology, astronomy, and science of the stars is something to think about, to get into. And working with Tiamat, build something for you now and for the generations to come. Consider the legacy you wish to leave for your descendants and for the planet, and work from this place. Surround yourself with people who share your values and insights, and learn more about what it is that you can do to stop others being persecuted. Know that no matter what appears to have happened, and no matter how tragic or disastrous it may seem to be, you are in fact strong enough not only to cope, but to transcend this circumstance and rise again. You are greater than those who have hurt you, and you no longer need to live in fear. You will soon be free, washed clean, and reborn of yourself. Never underestimate your own strength. Just quietly begin to build again. And that is the Dragon Fae goddess Tiamat. You are stronger than you think. So there we go, people. I'm just hearing we're going to get more information, more messages on this note in meditation. So I'll end it there. We could take a few minutes to go potty. I'm going to stuff down a quick, like granola bar or something, because these meditations are always really energetically intense, and I didn't eat that much to begin with. So I'm not going to start a new feed. We're just going to leave it here, and let's just, everybody just go potty, set your space, light your candles. If you don't have candles lit, get your crystals, turn off your lights, do whatever you need to do. And I'm just going to, like I said, go potty, eat something real quick. And we will come back here in just a few minutes for the guided astral meditation. So it is 1:44 right now. 13:44 on the 13th. We are breaking before the astral meditation, not mediation, meditation. Okay, guys. So if anybody comes while I'm away from here, they can see that and know that we will be back, and we will get into the meditation. So if anybody comes, they can just sit tight. Okay. Be back here in just a few, guys. Where are we at? That was really how has it been? Okay. I am back. Is everybody back? I love oat milk. Oh my God. I'm so into it. So anyway, as you guys chime in, I think I'm going to pick different music. Does anybody, let's see, is anybody back here? Cool, Karen's back. I highly recommend, if you guys want to get more into astrology, which I highly recommend, Pam Gregory Astrologer. Does anybody follow her or watch her videos? I don't think you guys do. Maybe do. If you don't, definitely start. She's awesome. She actually just put out a video in the middle of the, she's in, I'm not sure where she's at actually. You do? Okay, cool. I've mentioned her before. She's really awesome. She put out a video in the middle of the night for the eclipse. I was like, oh, wow. I was just talking about the eclipse last night. That energy was really coming through. And so she did a video specifically about the eclipse. Cool. So for anybody who does not follow Pam Gregory, she's awesome, has really great information. Highly recommend her. Okay. See how this sounds. Yeah, isn't she cool? You guys do follow. Sweet. Perfect. So you probably see my comments on her her videos sometimes. And she's cool. She's not like some people. I've commented on videos from different people, like tarot readers or spiritual people or coaches and stuff. There's people like in the comments that have asked like questions and they're not getting answers to. I did some stuff I used to do a while. I don't do it anymore. Like Pam's really the only one that I follow and comment on, because most people, they feel like you're intruding on their space, which is, I think, ridiculous. But people have that problem. Pam does not. She actually is really nice about it. And when I leave comments and stuff, and she responds, and she's really cool. So, which is nice, because it's all about collaboration, and there's so many people in this space that and I think the problem, well, number one that I have is that I'm really open about my soul origins, and that makes people very uncomfortable. And so there's that. There's also the fact that I'm not just a healer. I'm not just a channeler. I'm not just a medium. I'm not just a psychic. I don't just read cards. I do a lot of different things. And that tends to make other people who don't do all those different things, who maybe do one or two things, a lot of people get really like there's just not enough to go around, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you can't play in my sandbox. So it's kind of silly, but that's just kind of how it is. And she's not like that, which is really nice. Yeah, she really does. She's like me. She sees it as family helping family, and that's the truth, the knowledge, people having understandings of stuff, her explain just her vibe. She's amazing, and she's I wish how everybody would be who's in the spiritual space. Wish everybody would be so giving and generous, and not fearful of losing space because they're, threatened. I guess there's not a better word for it other than threatened. And I'm not a threatening person. It just evokes that in people. I've done that my whole life, just working in an office. The fear and the anger that I've evoked in people, usually women, it's really intense. So meeting women who are not like that and are collaborative and loving and share your vibe in that is unfortunately still rare, but very recognizable when you come around it. That's for sure. Triggered, yeah. Woo, triggered. I didn't understand it when I was young. I would trigger women. They would get so mad at me. Like, I had no idea that was just like part of how I'm meant to heal people. So it's not, I don't have to do a goddamn thing to trigger people. Nothing. They get triggered. And I didn't understand that. Now I get it. It's more intense. It's really in my face. I understand when it happens that they got shit they're working out, and I'm somebody safe that can deal with it and handle it. And my vibe, my frequency is setting off all those, flicking them all on. Boom. And sometimes it's that fast. It's really fast, even with complete strangers. Like, if you're in my world and you witness things, like you live in and around me and you witness things, like Rick just trips at the stuff that goes on and the things that he witnesses around me. What people do. But it's just kind of a thing. But when I didn't know why, it was really confusing, because I would be like, I didn't do anything. I was so nice. I don't know why she's hates me. And like, you know what I mean? It would just be so confusing. And yeah, it sucked energetically. Oh man, that's rough. It was rough. My whole life, actually. From being in elementary school, the little girls just, I'm like, I didn't do anything. Oh my God. And I think a lot of children go through that. A lot of people go through stuff like that whole, like, there's just people that are targeted and triggered, that cause triggers and stuff. And whew. Anyway, she just commented back on the video, and I just saw that right now. So that's why all of that came to play. And I asked you guys about Pam Gregory, because she just has that new video. So if you guys haven't seen that new video, please go ahead and watch it. And I am going to set my phone to record. So I have this on audio as well. I really want to have my meditations transcribed again, and try and figure out different ways to get that done. All right, guys. Let's get going. Is everybody here who's here is, I guess, I was kind of waiting for glittery goddess to come back in. We are at 2 o'clock, so we're going to get going, you guys. I'm going to turn off my light. Oh, there we go. And everybody ready? How's the music? I want to make sure, because I did we've got Willow and Karen. I know for sure we have Willow and Karen. Guess we have 2 more people. Don't know who they are. Hopefully people whoever wanted to be here. We're going to start. Oh, do it. All right, well, I guess I don't need it. I almost always have this note on the door that says, please don't knock unless I'm expecting you, because I could be doing a healing, a meditation, you know, whatever, and people in this neighborhood just come and knock on your door, even if you're not expecting them, but I guess it's cool. Okay, guys, so how is the music compared to my voice? Make sure we're good. I still haven't gotten my speakers. I guess they're not coming today either. It's getting ridiculous at this point. So I have to use my computer for my music. So I want to make sure. It's kind of low. How's that? I want to make sure you can hear it, but that it's not overpowering. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right, guys, 1:55 in. It's 2:03 on the 3rd or the 13th, December 13th. 2019, and it's my birthday. Sweet. And we are going to be getting into our guided astral meditation for, oh wait, hold on, I didn't hit record. My guides are like, you need to hit record. Whoopsie. I swear, I don't know what I'd do without them. So here we are. And we are at, it is December 13th, 2019. We're doing our guided astral meditation for the 12-12 Stargate that we're all intensely feeling. Hopefully you guys are nice and comfortable wherever you happen to be. If you're on the floor or wherever you happen to be, if you could please be in the seated position if that is comfortable for you. If you need to lay down because you have a bad back or hips or anything, and we are going to be here most likely for at least an hour. These astrals can go pretty long, but it never feels that way. Because we are projecting our consciousness to higher dimensions. Time moves really differently here and there, kind of like in dream state. And so, but we're typically in this space for about an hour, because I'm not the only one who's physically uncomfortable in their body. I am more physically uncomfortable than I should be because I tweaked my back with my big ass cat. But aside from that, I think a lot of us are feeling just kind of, this will help us get more comfortable in our body for sure. This will release energies, get our chakras all nice and light and balanced. Please know that as we go through this, your body will really start, my body is already starting to turn on and starting to really activate. The super massive tingling that I felt for the last like week really kind of took a dip overnight. So now I'm feeling more of that pressure kind of internal, even on my organs, I'm feeling it. It's weird. But so that's just something that's going on right now. So we will help transmute and release densities that'll help with this pressure that we're feeling. Every single time we do these meditations, we always come at it on the other side feeling so much better. So please get into a comfortable position. Know that the tingling will start. You may get itches on the back if this is your first time here. It's very possible that like straight down your rhomboids, which are your shoulder blades and on down, will get very tingly and itchy and fiery possibly. And so you may want to scratch. You may get itchy on the face or right between the eyes or your head. If it feels good to you to take all your hair down, if your hair is up, go ahead and do that. I think my hair would just really distract me, so I'm going to keep it up right now. So know that if you feel uncomfortable, if you need to get up, if you need to move, if you need to scratch yourself or itch or any of those things during the meditation, you definitely can do that. This is not a meditation where you need to stay totally still in body. You can move around, you can sway, your eyes will be closed so you won't see me. Unless you watch this back later. Don't do that. It's creepy. But I'll move around. I'll scratch myself. I'll sway. I'll do all sorts of stuff. I'll be completely still like a statue at times. Usually that's when I'm channeling. I know that for a fact. But you're not forced to stay. The point is, you're not forced to stay in one position, in one spot. Do what feels good. Just at all costs, try not to bail. Try to stay awake and pay attention to what's going on. Don't go ahead, no matter what you see, no matter where we go, what tries to get your attention or what gets your attention. Just stay with me. Few deep breaths to get started, family. We're starting here right at 2:01:11 officially with our guided astral meditation. Please close your eyes, start breathing nice and deep. What you do want to make sure is, we're going to get into positions now, you guys, because we're going to be working with that energetic body and all of our chakras. It's really important that our bodies are in a position where we can be as open as we can for all of our energetic centers. So if we're sitting, just make sure, whether you're sitting on a chair or you're cross-legged, that your hips are just right above your shoulders are right above your hips, that you're not leaning too far forward or too far back. There's no strain on your lower back. Your head is straight up, looking straight ahead, like you could balance a book on the top of your head. Chin up, neck back. So let's pay attention to our body, to our posture. Take a deep breath. Nice and easy. Nice deep breaths. Nice and smooth. No particular pace right now, you guys. Just feel the air coming into your mouth, down your throat, into your lungs, nice and deep. Feel your stomach expanding. Just take it all the way nice and deep. Don't rush it. Again, pay attention to your shoulders. Make sure they're down, not up by your ears. Down, flat. Muscles in your arm, nice and loosey-goosey, you guys. Palms up on your knees or your thighs, wherever's nice and comfortable. Just palms up, easy fingers. Open up your palm chakras. Just really start feeling into your body. We've definitely been feeling our bodies more lately. Just lots of stuff going on. And it's important to take note. I'm really being guided to document. I'm really bad at it. But one of my goals is to document things like woke up at this time, went to sleep at that time. This is what I ate. This is how my body felt. I was energized. I was tired. I'm really being guided to do this and to share it with you guys so you guys do it too if you're not already. And this is something that we talked about like back in July. So I don't necessarily do as I'm told all the time either. I try. But it's important to chart because so many things are going to be changing and physically I'm being told with our upgrades and things like that, especially going into 2020 and through this Stargate, that it's important to really kind of document our evolution, our ascension, symptoms, and I'm not too keen on the word symptoms, but just how we feel and what's going on in our bodies. So I'm feeling, this is when I start to connect with people that we're doing the meditation with. Start feeling your guys' collectively start feeling in my body, what you guys feeling in your bodies. So I can work it out with you so we can have all of our systems as online as possible. So I'm feeling, since we're connecting with our bodies and taking these deep breaths, that there's at least one or more of you that's feeling a tightness like in your abdomen, that solar plexus area, and kind of up into the chest. We talked about this last night too, how some of us or some people have been feeling more of a tightness in the chest, the heart chakra expanding, releasing, opening up. So it's feeling to me like two different things. So let's work this out, you guys. In the solar plexus area, it's feeling tight. So this is like a little bit of trepidation, a little bit of feeling a little anxious. So just let's breathe right into that. Just let go any fear, any anxieties, any worry about the meditation or life in general, whatever may be going on. Just acknowledge it and let it go. Just that you're tightening up. Just breathe into it. At this time, I am going to formally thank and welcome everybody for being here. Thank you so much for your participation, for being guided here. It is not easy, as you see. So difficult for people to get here, and because this is a real place where we get real information and transmute and receive, and you have to be ready and in alignment for it. So it isn't yet for everybody. Everybody is not yet able to receive the directions to get here. So for those of you who are here live, who come here after the fact, oh, I'm going to take him into, you guys hold steady for me. I forgot that this is a thing with this cat right now. We can't have you doing that. Just take your deep breaths. I forgot that my beast is also loud. I forgot about you in this thing. Space kitty. Sorry about that, guys. Totally forgot about Katie. Okay. Okay. Okay, once again, want to thank you guys all for being here, being open and being guided to do this guided astral meditation for the Stargate and beyond. We're going to be working with our energy bodies, with our spiritual bodies, with our physical bodies, with our etheric and auric bodies all together to get them into alignment as best as we can. And to welcome in our divine counterparts, our spirit tribe, our individual lives and souls, ancestors, and all that we are connected to are here to guide us. We're on the other side of the veil with us always. Your angelic guides and guardians, the dragons, your galactic counterparts, the Fae, archangels, ancestors, and of course, Mother, Father, God, and all of creation. Please, everybody, just welcome in all of your divine counterparts, ascended masters, Jesus coming in saying hello, archangels, your guides and guardians, your guardian angels, just feeling come in nice and tight around you. This time we're going to ask them to squeeze in nice and tight around you, giving you a beautiful, energetic soul, spirit, body, mind, heart, soul hug. Just allow for that to happen, for them to come in, for you to feel their energy around you, nice and tight. That tightness in our chest is just our bodies being able to accept, receive love, real, true, unconditional love from our souls, from our guides. During Stargates, this is what happens. This is how we connect. It's all about love, love energy. Our souls are love energy. Everything is love energy of the light. So our heart chakras are a huge part of that. Opening up our heart chakra as we feel tightness sometimes. I talked about having to go to a hospital before when that happened to me. So this will happen. It'll get really, really tight. Sometimes it'll contract and expand, or do that contraction in before, real tight before it expands. And it maybe just take a little bit of time, but it's really truly understanding and feeling the love all around you. The more you connect and work with your guides, your angelics, your animal spirits, your connections, the more you will feel this love, because they're there because they love you. As they start to come in and you start to feel more peace in your body, tightness starting to go away more because we're transmuting energy. You may see behind your closed eyes the lights kind of popping in around you. So a lot of times this is just releasement of negative energy, and as it comes off of the body, and you will see this throughout this meditation. So as it starts to pop off of the body, it'll just be bright, especially if you're somewhere dark. If it's dark behind your eyes, then you'll see it even more, but you can also feel it. Your body starts to feel into the energies more on the other side than on this physical side. When your energy starts to expand, which is what it's starting to do, we're feeling a lot of pressure on our bodies, like we talked about, just real pressure with this gravitational influx of that's going on, this pressure on the planet and on Gaia, on us. So as we get into our energetic systems, we're able to expand our energy. So I want you to start just really thinking about feeling into your energetic body. Start feeling into your chakras, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra, your feet, bottoms of your feet, your palms, top of your head, all the way down. Start thinking about all those channels of energy and electricity going through your entire body, how your energy, now I start to sway. I don't know about you guys, that's what I'm doing. Just feeling the energy. Just imagine the energy pulsing through your body, going up, going down, going all through your energetic system that's within your physical body. Your energetic grid and components. Now everything talks to itself. We're super complex computer, organic, but definitely a computer. Definitely working on energy, definitely working on programs, being able to connect wirelessly to things we cannot see, just like a computer. To expand our energy out, turning up and on all of our chakras, just feeling in our energy, just let it transmute anything that may be uncomfortable. Just breathe into it. Anything that tightens up, just breathe into it, find it. Don't tighten up on it, breathe into it, release it. Just tell your body release. Quick little mantra, I release and I receive. I release and I receive. I release and I receive. More deep breaths, just thinking about your energy, all the energy going throughout your whole body, getting invigorated by all of your chakras, just pulsating at the same time, just going out from the center, your root chakra, that beautiful red, orange with the sacral, yellow with the solar, green with the heart, blue with the throat, indigo with the third eye, and violet with the crown. Mixing and blending together, sending through pulses throughout your entire body. And tell your body we're going to find anything dark and negative. We're going to push it out. We're going to run right over it. It's going to get out of the way. It's going to leave the body. We're going to turn up the volume on all of our chakras at the same time, just turning them all up. Bigger and brighter, blending together all the way down, all the way up, and start feeling this energy pulsating. Nice deep breath. Make sure your body is again nice and straight. Shoulders over hips, palms up, head up, chin up. Nice, easy face. No tightness anywhere in the body. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. So at this time, we're going to work with expelling even more negative energy from our bodies. We're going to take really nice, deep breaths, and we're going to push out the air. So before we're doing super easy breezy breathing, now we're going to inhale and we're going to push out all the air really, really forcefully. We're going to inhale again, push out all the air really, really forcefully. We're going to do this 3 times. So let's just take note of how we feel right now in our bodies. And how we're going to feel after. So let's take a nice deep breath. In through your nose and through your mouth, where it feels good. Hold it. And then push out. Breathe in. All the way and hold it. And then push out. And then in. And then out. Push hard. And then get back to center. Nice. Good job. Feeling even more tingly now, but in a really good way. Starting to feel it. We're starting to feel it on top of our head, just expelling more energy out of the body. Okay, now we're going to do something else to get rid of even more negative energy from our body real quick. Let's rub our hands together. We want to get as light as possible, as minimal in density in our physical body before we start to astral travel, so we're not distracted. As much negative energy as we can transmute, the better with this. So we're going to rub our hands and then clap hard 3 times. Do it again. Again. Or 4. I can count. And rub your arms, rub your legs. There you go. Get back into center. Get comfortable with your shoulders over your hips again, nice and straight. Think about all of your chakras. Have the perspective of looking at yourself from outside, just a few feet in front of you, as if you were standing in the room with you, looking down at yourself, just seeing your body, but it's transparent. And you can see all the different energy centers, and you can see all the different electrical charges and pulses going. You can see how it's working in your heart, and how that's connected to your heart chakra, and how all the organs in your abdomen and in your pelvis are connected to your sacral and your solar plexus chakras. Feel down, starting to feel activated in that root chakra, getting tinglies down way low. Open up that channel, just let that go. Sometimes we just kind of innately close off that root chakra because there can be kind of associations there, or impulses or addictions or all sorts of different things, but we want to open that up, let it go. Remember, I release and I receive. This is a good time to take note of anything that you may be feeling or seeing, or visions that you may be getting, things that your guides may be showing you or making you aware of in your own body, memories or things or visions, things or people, places, situations, experiences popping into your head at this time. Just take note, acknowledge them. So before you push them away because you're like, no, I don't want to think about that, I'm trying to do a meditation. Take note of what that is and promise yourself that you're going to revisit it later. Like if somebody just popped into your head, you're like, what is this about? Well, you're in a meditative state and you're getting information that maybe mostly or a lot of times you're closed off to. So this could be happening because we're opening up the channels of communication, and now you start getting all this random information coming in. This is why a lot of times people bail out of meditation, because they're like, oh, all this random shit's coming and I can't stop thinking, and F it, I'm out of here. I can't do it. So we just need to, all that needs to happen is just to acknowledge it, send whatever it is that's coming up, whoever it is, whatever it is. So these are typically things that need and require our attention for transmutation or for connection in some way. So we need to acknowledge it so we can make room for further information when we get clogged up. So anything that may be coming to you at this time, any people, places, experiences, any past traumas, any situations, now at this time or throughout this meditation, please just take note, acknowledge it, send it love, and then release it. Just imagine it turning into a little butterfly and fluttering away. Another deep breath for me, please. And the more you do this, the more things will start to quiet down in your mind, and you can feel into your body, really start to open things up. And if you forget this later on, you can listen to this again. You'll remember. You can ask your guides, what was it that came up that I should be paying attention to for releasement? They will let you know. Okay, guys, so at this time, what we're going to do, I want you to imagine we're going to be working with two things right now to really transmute some energies, connect with our beautiful Gaia and our own cosmic brothers and sisters and the planets and our universe and all that good stuff. We're going to start working at this time with our infinity symbols and our Merkabas. So first we're going to start with the infinity. And how we do that is we imagine, we see, and we feel just coming up from the center of us, right out of that solar plexus chakra, the center of us, the center of our own little personal universe here. We see that infinity sign and symbol. We see it electric. We see it go from small to big as it's coming out of our body. So we're going to have the one loop at our head, the one loop at our feet, and that like intersection straight at our solar plexus. So just imagine it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Until it's expanded, connected at those 3 points. It's looping around the top of our head and down past our feet. You can imagine as if you were even like standing up nice and straight, and it would just be expanded. Now see it starting to come alive with energy, and see the pulses of energy going all the way around it and just going around and pulsating out. With each one of your breaths, it's pulsating out your energy with each heartbeat, sending out your frequency. connecting with Gaia, connecting with Mother, Father, God, connecting with all there is in each and every one of our brothers and sisters, whether they're aware of it or not. Connecting with our souls and our soul stories. Opening up, connecting, opening up and connecting. Nice, deep, easy breath, please. So as you can witness yourself sitting there, seeing all of your chakras lit up, blending into each other, sending pulses of light and energy throughout your body. You see your infinity sign. You see it up and down all around you. You see all those energies cocooning around you, just expanding. We're going to start working with our own personal sacred geometry, our Merkabas. As you witness yourself, see it start to emerge and take form, starting to come straight out of your heart chakra. Superimposed in and around your infinity symbol. Whatever it is that you may see, your own sacred geometry coming out, lighting up and expanding. Different colors, it may move. There's different points of light, all different lines and images. And if you can really look at it, there's all these like transparent mirrors helping to multiply and radiate out your frequency, your soul song, everything amplifying, being charged up by your energy centers. Again, from root to crown, think about each and every one of your energy centers. Focus in on it, think about it, expand, turn it up, each and every single one. We're doing this immediately. We'll start feeling warm in our chest, working with our Merkabas, opening up and expanding our heart chakras really, really does this. At this time, I'm getting the message that Archangel Michael is coming in to be with us. He's with each and every one of us, just kind of over your left shoulder, if you can feel him there. He's putting, and if you accept, he is integrating and giving you energy to really supercharge your Merkabas, really sending pulses of love, light in to and through your heart chakra. If you could just feel that. I'm going to be quiet here for a minute so you can all feel that, and I can too. Okay, so Michael has messages for us at this time. Hello, dear ones. This is your brother Michael. It is so very good to be with you here today. Thank you for receiving my energy and helping you expand yours. Today, I want to talk to you about being scared and fearful, not of the things that are of the world or beyond, but of your own self, your own potential, your own expansion and your own evolution, the things that you are being pushed and guided to do and to be aware of, but the things that are holding you back from doing them. It is very normal and part of the process to be scared of what you don't know about yourself and what is on the other side of decisions to move forward, to put faith in those of us here with you, but on the other side that you cannot reach out and touch. More and more, you are understanding that we are truly with you all of the time, and you can touch us, just not in the way that you are used to touching. Have faith and know that these fears are just remnants of experiences in which you did not have the information that you have now. You were coming from a place of limited knowing about yourself and everything else. We're understanding things that did not make sense, had no answers. But now you are in a different place, aren't you? You have been through a lot and overcome so much. You have healed. Yes, sure. You do have more to heal. Focus on what you used to be afraid of, what you used to not know, what was once new to you and now is no longer. Can I do it? What's on the other side? Can I trust this in myself? Yes, you can. We are here to help you do just that. I want to remind you, we here, we champion you. You are so very important and strong, and you are alive. And that is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. There have been times, and you're remembering now, when it did not feel so beautiful to be alive. But now, think about where you've been and where you are now. And you can see the beauty in your evolution. You can see the beauty and feel it within you. All of this is for a purpose. There is a process. Everything, every choice you make, every message you get, everything. The things that are exciting and fun, beautiful in your lives, in your worlds, the things that are painful and dark. both meaningful, special. Going through all of these things is necessary, is you being you. No regrets, that is right. No regrets. Regrets are landmines in your evolution, in your healing, in your ascension. Regrets are clues to you that you have not seen the greater picture in the particular situation. So, dear ones, if you do have regrets, worries, anxieties, fears of yourself and your own power, your own missions, your own soul journeys, anything that may come up for you, anything that needs attention, they are packaged in fear and anxieties and regrets, things that you call mistakes. Know that we bring these particular things and themes to you now so you may release them. You may witness them, acknowledge them, see them for truly what they are, experiences, nuggets of understanding and wisdom for your own soul journey and for others that come after you to help. Do not fear the unknown in your spiritual journey. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace the process. Embrace the surprise. Embrace the miracles. You cannot know all. It is impossible. And it would not work to have all of the answers and know every single move you need to make all of the time. It would not work. There is not the time or the capacity to do that, to live that way. And you're not there to do it that way anyway. You don't need to know it all. You need to know that on the other side that you do, and that we do, and that we give you the information that you need moment to moment, situation by situation, and everything in between to help you. But think of the elite warrior that you are. You are there for a reason. You have learned and done so much, not only in this time, in this lifetime, in this incarnation, but all of the ones that you are connected to. We have said this before, and we will continue to say it to remind you time and time again. You are there as an elite light warrior. You wouldn't be there if you were not capable, if you did not have a special purpose and a part in the machine of the mission of what is happening upon Gaia. The healing, the clearing, the ascension, the unity, the understanding, the connectedness. Truly beginning now and in the coming days. So much on the horizon for you. I'm reminding you to let go of the fear of yourself, of your soul, to let go of the fear of identification, let go of the fear of stigma, let go of the fear that you cannot stand and be true and authentic to who you are there now. Only the most elite of us are able to go and be in body, to stand strong, to at one point have the voice to speak truth 100% in every moment. This is what it takes. This is why so many came from so many places throughout creation at this time. And the young ones that are there now that will grow up, they need to see from you that it is safe. Maybe not all will understand, but the ones who are meant to will. The ones who can understand your language of truth, they will. It is important to understand you are there for each other. You are family. We are family. We say brothers and sisters because we are family. We help each other. We heal each other. We guide each other. We are family. And as family, all we need to do is whisper. And we are there, always with you. We are family. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being who you are. Strong, relentless, for being open. I want you to remember always, I, your Archangel Michael, I am always with you. I carry my sword of truth and of love to guide you and protect you. Do not fear yourself and your own strength and your own power. Do not give it away either. Do not let dark forces manipulate you and keep you from yourself and from each other. Fears of closeness and of love are dark and can be dismantled easily. You must not let your histories of pain and suffering, things that were called love but were truly not love. You know what love is, truly in your hearts. Do not ever turn away from the truth that is love for fear of pain. True love brings no pain, not if you truly understand it. Have no expectation. Do not attempt to chain down yourself or any other, and experience true, fearless, unconditional love that you as a soul know through and through. And call on me and my brothers and sisters of the light to remind you, to heal you, to guide you, to comfort you at any time. We and your guardians that are with you always want nothing more than your peace and your happiness, to guide you. If you allow us, ask us, we are always willing to give. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, for listening, for connecting, for believing in your own self, in the truth. I love you dearly. Sorry guys, I don't usually get so emotional. Right? He was really so intense. Thank you, Michael. You're the best. Okay, guys. Deep breaths. Just take in what he said. Okay, guys, moving right along. I feel and am being told that Gaia is going to be coming in now. Hello, dear ones, my beautiful children. This is your mother, Gaia. So many emotions you should be feeling so deeply. The words and wisdom of Michael. Thank you, Michael, for reaching and teaching my beloved children. My dear ones, my babies. You're also great and powerful. You're so beyond me and my body. As my messages to you earlier, we are one. You are me. I am you. You are here with me in that place and space and time like you have been before and so many other times. Here upon me and my body in your different incarnations when you have come. However, you and I, all of your brothers and sisters across my entire body, we are heading into a new place in time. Yes, witness now as though you were flying, as though you're a bird over the oceans, over the mountains and the rivers and the streams, the valleys. Remember the places of me you have been in this lifetime and in others. All the places that you are connected to here and elsewhere. Our galactic family. Try to remember more and more. You are a point of light. So many points of light you have been and you are connected to. Connect your point of light to me, another point of light. More and more you will find the truth of you. As you know, and as has been talked about over these last 2 days or more, this time is about seeking balance. It is about reconnecting with yourself and who you are, the strength of you, your all-powerful self, understanding and eliminating the disconnections, forgiving those who try to keep you separate from yourself. Maybe in a place of fear of the truth of yourself. So many of you know, are getting more and more of the picture of the understanding of the greatness, the expansion that is happening within you about yourself, so you may learn, so you may remember. Also, because of this, many of you, as Michael spoke about, many of you at times feel the fear of the greatness, the overwhelming avalanche, as though one of my mountains will topple on top of you. The anxiety of why you are here sometimes can be crippling. So much so that you choose to stay away from others and stay isolated at times. Maybe not even venture outside for periods because it feels uncomfortable and very large, even though I do know you do love me and love being upon me and witnessing my nature. There have been events and situations in which feeling safe have been difficult. You are validated in this. You are understood. It is understandable. It is difficult. It is very difficult at times. But you are not alone. And you are guided. You are protected. You are to focus on the beauty of all there is. Expand. The evolution's coming individually for all of you. are so monumental. But trust us, you will be given block by block the pieces to build your foundation for the future. They at times will be large pieces, but you can handle it. You can build from this, create from this. Acceptance and acknowledgement. Yes, things are large and big and monumental, but please remember, you are to experience life and enjoy everything that you can, the bliss, the harmony, the peacefulness that comes with the balance of living in a body that you have. It can be difficult and complicated. It can be very frustrating, yes. But remember as well, as your perceptions and perspective expands, as your awareness, as your focus grows larger, as the wisdom and the knowing, the information from your own soul, from different incarnations upon me here and elsewhere, the connections to your guides and your guardians, all of these things are at your disposal. Remember it so you can remember yourself. The more that you do, the more that you push through, the more you remember your souls and each other, the easier it is to connect, to let go of fear. We are working always to connect and to help you connect. And more of you are coming into alignment with the different parts and aspects of nature, of your energy, of the symbiotic relationship that we have together. I want you to understand, dear ones, if this is the first time hearing me or you've heard me many times, I, like Michael and all of the others, am able to be contacted and you can speak with me. Call me Gaia, call me Mother. Call me any name that feels good to you and have the intention of connecting with me. There's many different names that I am called. But when you call on me, understand that I am with you. I have always been with you. I hold you every day. I was there for every single time you were born and every moment of your crossing over. I have seen you come into and go out of body. I know you. I am here for you always. I love you deeply and dearly. I want you to know how much I appreciate you being here. Again, to help each other. As Michael said, we are family. You are family. We are to bring each other to the table, to sit with each other, to be there for each other as more and more awaken. More will be awakening. So much is changing. And like so many other times, and as we've said before, many things need to fall down, be deconstructed. Before they can be rebuilt again. At this time in the months to come, more will be brought to light of the systems that have been put in place upon me in order to control you. And as more and more of you awaken and seek truth, have faith in us and in each other, more will come to light, more truth, and more things that are destructive and take from you, take from me, and are hurtful and destructive and meant to keep you from yourselves, your healthiest selves, will begin to crumble more and more because the tolerance is evaporating as more and more of you awaken. And it is important for you to let go of the fear that keep you silent about who and what you are and who and what you know. As you come together in the coming weeks and months and years, your collective understanding will build bridges to the future. This time and this place will be so different from what will be. I am ready. Humanity is ready. Each and every one of you are ready for the new time. Thank you again, dear ones, for being here on this day with me. So much is happening energetically in our neighborhood, in the cosmos in which we all reside. We are lifting off to a higher place in time through this Stargate. I know some of you feel it in your bodies. I thank you for being so connected and working with me in any way that you do. Thank you again, dear ones, for being here. I love you dearly, my dear sweet babies, my children, my family. You mean so much to me, each and every one of you. Remember how much I love and cherish you, how much we all do. We are always with you, ready to connect and be with you. Until next time, my dear ones, thank you for being here. Okay, guys. Those are two very different energies, Michael and Gaia. Now we are going to move on to working with our DMT activation. So just take a moment there, just take a couple of breaths. Settled, and try to get back straight with your shoulders and your hips and your head, your chin. You're working with our DMT, doing a DMT activation. And for this, we're going to be working directly with our eyes. We're going to be using our hands. So what you want to do is, I'm going to look really scary with all my crying on my mascara when I smush my eyes, but here goes. Later on. Okay, so what you do, you're going to put the palms of your hands, and right, the heel of your hand is going to go right into the eye socket. It should fit perfectly. You're going to intertwine your pinkies and if you can, your ring finger, and just kind of wrap your other fingers, and you're going to get your thumbs right over and around your temple area, and just hold it there, get it nice and dark. And just kind of want to just get comfortable in that position. And then this is how we activate the DMT, the natural DMT activation. We're working directly with our pineal gland that is in our brain. We're going to be pushing on our eyeballs, our eye sockets, to activate, because our two eyes are connected to our third eye. It's the most direct way and channel directly to our third eye and to releasing DMT. And so we can open up and receive better communication from those like Gaia and Michael and all the rest, and ourselves and our souls. So nice and easy. Nice and slow. And if it helps to put your head down and kind of push down into your palms, you can do that, whatever feels most comfortable, because this does start to get weird on different levels. So what you want to do is just right now, just start to push in. Nice and steady. Just push in, push in, push in. You're going to start to see things, patterns and lights and things starting to take form. Just keep pushing in. Take a deep breath. At this time, we can start to feel a little kind of, I don't know, you get different sensations throughout your body, especially since you've been already activated and turned on all your chakras and all this good stuff. When we're working with our third eye and pushing on our pineal, you start to feel maybe your heart will start to race a little bit. You'll get really warm. Just pay attention to what's going on behind your eyes and start to see the shapes and figures and forms and maybe faces. You're going to start to see things get bright. I want you to blink your eyes a few times for me. And what you start to do is you start to see with your eyes closed. Push in, keep pushing, and just hold steady. And if you start to see either a bright dot or a dark dot, you want to focus in on either one of those, the bright dot or the dark dot, the void of light or the light, either one, kind of one and the same, and just focus in on that because they will flip back and forth. Focus in on that. Focus. Don't let your focus change or leave. Just focus on that dot and go into it. Keep pushing on your eyes. Make sure that your fingers are wrapped nice and tight around your head. Push in. I know it can feel really weird. It's a weird pressure, especially if you're not used to it. If you haven't done it before, just push in. Follow that light. Blink your eyes a couple more times. Take a deep breath and just start to see what happens. What starts to come in. Take note. And if you start to see a wormhole, a big space open up, you're feeling guided to go in, don't be afraid. Just go with it. Go into it. Follow it through. Things might get bright and dark, and just go into it as it expands around you. Blink your eyes a few times. Push in again. Might start seeing like the balls of light twisting and turning, and start seeing that void, that tunnel, go into it. Anything else that may come, just releasing DMT, getting any of the visions that may be coming. This usually makes me extremely warm. Keep doing it just a little bit more. Push in and pay attention to what you get. I'm going to be quiet so we can see and get and receive any messages here for just a minute. Okay, one last push, you guys. And then on the count of 3, we're going to let go and release. 1, 2, and 3. Let go. Take a deep breath. And just feel that release, that expansion inside your head and your brain. Feel that energy just kind of floating around. Just let it go. This is going to, once you push in and then let go, you're going to get that real DMT release going all through your nervous system. So just let it flow. I'm going to be quiet here for a minute. Visualize that just going throughout your nervous system, your bloodstream, just going all the way through, cycling through. This will be in effect for the next 24 hours. So your meditations and your astral projection, your dream time, anything like that is going to be enhanced and really vivid. If you feel a little queasy, just take a deep breath. Just get back into your energy system. Just let it go. I know sometimes that happens. Sometimes people get nauseous with all that going on. So just get back into it. Just feel it going throughout your body and just feel the sensations. Deep breath. Cycle it through. Let's get a nice, easy, breezy smile on our face. Feeling that release, feeling the calibration. You want to feel your infinity symbol, nice and big and wide open, pulsating out. The theme here is to let go of fears, trepidation, anxieties, or worries about the future. Anything from our past that's still pockets of energy, anything that we're holding on to, we want to make sure that we're getting more and more filtered of and releasing through this Stargate. And at this time, we are going to do a visualization. Please imagine yourself floating up and becoming one with this beautiful, shiny, reflective orb that you can float around in. It's charged by your energy. You can lift off from it, move around. I want you to feel buoyant in this reflective sphere and bubble that you're in. It's charged by your own energy. It's protective. And let's pretend you have no ceiling, no roof to your home. You just float on up. You can look down on your home, on your city. Float on up higher, get a higher perspective of Gaia, your neighborhood. Just keep going higher and higher, higher and higher. And just take in the different sights that you can see just around where you live for a few miles. Just go higher. Send out your intention. You're going to radiate out your loving intention with your energy, your infinite love light energy coming directly from your soul. Nice and light and bright. Just sending it out. Use your palms. Use your hands. Send out loving energy. You're floating in your sphere, above your home, above your neighborhood, above the city, the area that you live in. You're going to send out loving energy, clearing energy, intentions for healing Gaia, all the animals, all the different realms and kingdoms upon Gaia. You as an anchor of light there, above your home, in your neighborhood, the area in which you live, and you're going to send out radiating energy all the way out, 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 out. I want you to travel. I want you to travel in your sphere, and I want you to go to the nearest body of water that is by where you live. I want you to take yourself there. So whether it's the ocean or a lake or a river, anything, anywhere that's the nearest. And we are to take ourselves in our sphere and go to that body of water. Fly right directly above it, right in the center, wherever makes sense. That's center, that's balance that you can think of. And just see and look all around you, the information, the visions that you're being sent right now of this area. Let's look around, take it in, look to the left, look to the right. Look around Gaia, look at where you're showing around this body of water. Think about all the different animals and people, everybody that may be around there or not around there, either way. If it's iced over, let's think about it as though it is not, as though it is flowing. And we are going to submerge into the water with our bubbles in our spheres. We're going to submerge. We're going to go down, get into the water. So just let yourself descend into the water. Start to visualize things, what you're seeing in the water. Again, sending out pulses of energy, radiating energy. And I'm being told that we're doing this. We're using our nearest body of water. So if it's the ocean or a lake or a river, and we're going in and we're working with this energy of water, because water flows, the energy flows, the healing can flow through the water. Working with Gaia, connecting with Gaia, sending out your energy, receiving her energy. So feel this energetic flow when you're in the water, in your sphere, and anything else that you may be seeing or feeling, sending and receiving this energy. See it as a beautiful, glowing, purpley, coppery, golden light, rainbow, iridescent, all this energy that you're feeling, your sphere itself, what it's pulsating out, what it's bringing in as you're in that body of water. I'm being told that with this gate, it is very much connected with the flow of water, with Gaia herself, with the energy and the balance that has to do with water. Connecting with this gate, a lot of the energies that is working with Gaia, and a lot of clearing energies, whether it's in the atmosphere, in the air, or in bodies of water. We're going to be working with that. So please take that information in. The theme of this Stargate and going into the new year is really going to be more about water, of this sea, of connecting with our ocean families, with our ocean family and the different beings, galactics and fae that are in and within the oceans, and for us to connect more. And this Stargate is going to be doing that more for us. So if we are in alignment, if you are guided as starseeds or angelics or elementals or fae, whatever you're most connected to and feeling as you go through your Stargates, go through your ascension process, as you feel into your soul, whatever it may be, that we are connecting on those levels with those of the ocean areas of Gaia, and more awareness in this, and what we're going to be doing and working with in that regard is going to be a theme. And this Stargate is one of the big connectors of that as we go forward into the new year. It's also being amplified with the eclipse on the 25th, and all of the energies that come with that. Very important day for so many people. And working with those energies, those clearing and healing energies, those energies that are so conductive as well, that offer energy. Water is energy too. So water is so very much important in all of this. within our own bodies, within Gaia's body, and with how it is the home for so many that we are connected to. So just for a little bit longer, imagine all of these things, all this information, whatever is being shown to you, and just make it a point to be with and think about and work with water, the element of water. Meditating in water is definitely always extra powerful. Highly recommend it. So you can take yourself back to this space and remember what we did here with this anytime. Just a few more moments here, just connecting, and then we're going to start to come up out of the water and being shown. So witness now the difference in energy as you come out of the water and look down at the body of water in which you were just in with this exchange of energy with Gaia, with yourself, and see what that looks like and how different it looks, and just satellite up even higher, keep going higher and higher. And you can see from different points that this light and this water is flowing all throughout Gaia. And I want you to rise up all the way to about 10,000 feet, nice and high, where you would be in an airplane, and that you can actually see the ground and see the grids and see what's going on the ground, not super high, but high enough. And I would like you to fly around. We're being shown, I'd like you to fly around, just kind of slowly take your time going over the land and different places that you're aware of or you're being guided, different places around Gaia. Take note of any visions, anything that may be coming into your mind. Still sending out pulses of your energy for receiving, for clearing, for healing of Gaia and our brothers and sisters. Remember, we are in the mode of remembering ourselves, of connecting and sending out the energies through this Stargate to our brothers and sisters who are awakening or just waking up or on the different levels of ascension. Just imagine looking up from this perspective, being high, looking around, and start to get and witness glimpses and others high up in their protective spheres and their orbs, their beautiful bubbles of love light. Know as time goes on, more and more and more connecting. So witness them now. See your brothers and sisters floating above Gaia, connected to Gaia. Remember, you can always do this. You can always connect and work with your energetic body, get things going, get into your sphere, move around Gaia, be guided to where to go to help heal. There's so much we can do from connecting in astral and meditation. We can see and witness so much and see ourselves and each other. have the intention for clearing, for healing, for going through this Stargate as light and bright, as free of negative energy, connected to the abundance matrix more and more. There's so much beautiful, positive, abundant energies coming through for all of us at this time, through the end of the month and beginning of the year. And we will be continuing to tap into those energies as we go forward. So now just wrap yourself, do another pass around wherever Gaia may want us to go, maybe taking you. And then make your way back home nice and easy. Take your time. We've let our infinity symbols come out and expand and glow around us. We've connected and charged our personal sacred geometry, our Merkabas. We're fine-tuning our soul song so it can be heard by us in our bodies and each other on all different levels of existence and time and space, and we're reaching out through time. All expressions of us in every single place and time, in any incarnation, sending healing, loving, clearing energy all the way out and all the way back. Any and all points in time, in any expressions that we have been incarnate or otherwise. Again, having the intention of being as free and clear of as much negative energy, as much density, as much influence of anything that is not of the light. Letting it go, letting it slide off, being guided in which ways to release, which ways to heal and to clear and to go forward as healthy as we possibly can each and every day. Please make your way back home. Again, no roof, no ceiling, and just going to go right back down into where you are in your space and get into body. Just feel the energy in your body so much looser now, activated, relaxed, transmuted, and just know that for the next day at least, you're going to be having the effects of the DMT, and you are to at any time and do what you're shown here and activate with your DMT. Let it go, let it flow, open up more. Through these next few days of the Stargate, there's going to be a lot of physical sensations. Just remember, the more you can do to breathe into any discomforts, please use your bath, use your shower, use any natural bodies of water if you can get there to help you heal physically. And just get back into body, start feeling back into your surroundings and your body. Just think about where we went and what we did. I'm getting the information now that we're only going to be doing so much today. We got messages from Michael, messages from Gaia. We activated DMT in our Merkabas and our infinity symbols. We went into bodies of water, and we've been all around Gaia in our spheres and our beautiful bubbles of light. I'm being told we're going to reconvene here in a few days and do more work with this Stargate. But for now, we are to be very proud of the work that we've done. Very happy. I hope you all feel really, really good and much more comfortable in your body. I know I do for sure. So take your time to just get back into your body, feel into it, get comfortable. What we usually do here is if you're guided to come back into chat and to quickly have a chat and talk about what we experience, we will do that. Otherwise, you can please do also come back and leave comments. This is how other people can get to see what we do here with engagement. Comments, shares, likes, and subscribes is what gets it done, you guys. Other than that, just take your time here, take the next minute or two before you open your eyes and get back into body. Just think about where you were, what you did, what you saw, what visions may have come in. If you need to quickly write me notes down or anything, things that you're supposed to do or remember. And again, thanks for being here, you guys. I really appreciate it. We all do. And I will be back in just a minute, you guys.
Oh, you're so cool.
Yeah, people come back in. I don't think so. Well, How are you doing? Saving that on there. How are we? Feeling pretty good? Good. Are you feeling better in your body? Does the body feel less tight? You're welcome. You cried. You feel like you always cry. Yeah, you know, I feel like I don't usually, and I did. So if I did, I know you guys, that's what makes me cry, is when I'm connected and I'm feeling what they're talking about. Michael really hit me. And then I'm feeling the emotion of everybody else. And usually I can keep it together, but yeah, not today, not so much. But crying, there's nothing wrong with crying. It's hard to talk and cry at the same time. I don't usually like to cry because I feel that throws off the channeling, but at times I can't help it. I can't help it sometimes. They get me. So yeah, but crying is good. Crying is healing. So thanks for sharing that you cried. I appreciate that. Sometimes we get these messages and they're just like, they're so powerful, you know. It's like, and you feel it, you know, they're not just words. So it's the energy that comes with it, and all that powerful energy and emotion and all that. And we're just in human bodies. That's all we're working with is a human body, and it just like has to come out. And so we cry. I went a long time at one point in my life without crying, like 10 or 12 years. I was just like, nope, not going to do it. It was a little experiment I tried. I don't advise it. Anyway, I guess that's it. Anybody else going to chime in? I noticed my DMP kept flipping like from bright dot to big bright dot to inverted dot. Yep, it was definitely doing that for me too. Hey. Aw. Well, that sucks. You had distractions. You will do okay. Well, whenever you can. Are you still meditating in your closet? I don't know if you do that when you're online with me, or if that's something that you do when you're good. I'm glad. Okay, well, I'm glad you feel great. I know my body feels a lot less tight on the inside. It was really feeling tight there. It was feeling tight, and then when we connected, then I really felt it. And so now most of that is gone. I don't feel that tightness all the way in there. That's just how the energy works. It'll like get really tight and contract, and then it'll let go and release. And these meditations definitely help to process that through and let it go. So I'm glad you guys are feeling good. Yeah, you go into the closet. That's cool. I could totally see that working. I used to live in a couple of places that I was like, I kind of like sitting in the closet. It was nice and dark. They were like walk-in closets. So anyway, it was a nice, cute, teeny little room I could get into and get some quiet. But anyway, you guys, that was great. Thank you so much for being here and doing it with me and participating. And for those of you who do it later, thank you for doing that. And if you guys could please come back and comment on the actual video when it posts, because like I said, that, you know, that is when we get engagement in the videos with likes, shares, saving to playlists, and comments, is when the algorithms of YouTube go, oh, people are actually engaged in this, and we're going to show it to more people. And all of that. It goes by a lot of different things, but that definitely helps. So if you guys could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you so much for being here and joining me on my birthday. That worked out really great. That was also where I was getting emotional, because I was like getting my own private messages about family and my birthday and me being here and stuff, is like I'm channeling. There was like more things going on that like got me emotional, and that was one of those things. They were like all telling me like happy birthday and stuff like that. So I was like, really, guys, right now you're trying to make me cry. So anyway, I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and look out for more stuff coming. As far as me going live and stuff, I'm guided to go live again on and start doing it more actually on Instagram. Because I actually have more followers on Instagram, and I could get more engagement and try to cross them over to come here and do meditations. I don't do a lot on, I kind of got away from that because Instagram's out, they only go to an hour. And as we know, we're almost at 4 now. So we go longer than an hour. So it's kind of keeps stopping and starting. They don't save, is the other problem. But I think I can screen record if I want to record them. But I'm going to be going live more on Instagram, doing like short Q&As and short like free psychic readings, or doing cards, or I don't even know, but I've been shown this, and I'm going to be doing that and using the live on Instagram more as a tool as well. So look out for that. And then I guess here we're going to be doing another guided astral meditation within the next couple of days. I'm pretty sure that's also going to be live. And so I'll put that information up as soon as I have it, and anything else that's coming up. There's also going to be the end of the year, the New Year's, or the 2020 meditation that I'm going to be doing. And possibly also, well, I usually do one for the solstice, so it'll be a solstice one too. So there's going to be more coming up. So stay tuned. Make sure that you're all, in the know about this stuff, I guess. Okay. You short? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that doesn't usually happen. But maybe Instagram will force me to keep it to a short hour. So anyway, I'm, with that in mind, I'm going to go now. It is 4:02. We've been on for 3 hours, 55 minutes and 5 seconds. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you guys so, so much. And I will see you guys soon. And on the flip side, infinite love and blessings. Don't forget. Excuse me. Don't forget, the key is to create. And I love you already. Bye, guys. Love you too. Oh, you're so sweet with your happy birthdays. Thank you. Mwah. Bye, guys. I love you all too. You guys are the best. Thanks for being here. See you soon.